going to throw a massive spanner in the works of this control system, because this mass vaccination and what's in the vaccination is a major part of the ongoing advancement of this control system. And we're going to show people who maybe for the first time in their lives stand up and say, I'm little me, but I'm not having that. They'll realize they're not little me. And they do have the power to influence and control their own reality, but only if they take it. So this whole swine flu thing, which is coming up very fast, is a wonderful opportunity for people to realize who've not thought about it before, that they have the power to stop this far, far from all-powerful control system. I mean, the control system is there because we're holding it together. We're holding it up. We have people in administration of the system in dark suits. We have people in imposition and enforcement of the control system in uniforms who haven't got a clue what the control system is designed to do. They don't realize that their children and grandchildren are in its sights as well, and that every day they are administering into reality and enforcing upon people the control system that is designed to ensnare their own families. So those people too, crucially, need to see this information so that they can have a word with themselves and say, how do I look my children in the eye and my grandchildren in the eye a few, I say years, it's not that, sometime in the future, near future, and have to explain to them how me, their dad, granddad, grandma, mother, actually played a fundamental role in imposing upon them the system that now controls every area of their lives, including their thoughts, because that's the idea. And if people don't want to have to face that question and that realization that that's what they've done, then they need to start opening their minds and opening their eyes and seeing what they're doing. Because my question is, what the hell are you doing? Imposing a fascist global state upon your own families. If you don't care about anyone else and you care about your families, well, ask yourself why you're doing it to your own family. And if those people can start to break ranks and say, sorry, I ain't doing this, then the system starts to collapse. Because you've got those that are administering and enforcing the system pulling the bricks out, and you've got the people that are supposed to be the targets refusing to acquiesce to it. These people are in desperate trouble then, desperate trouble. We still have the power, the overwhelming power to bring this system down. Let no one kid you that that's not true. We can use this swine flu vaccination imposition horror as the line in the sand where we come together and we start massively the process of doing that. And I tell you, if people don't do that now, they deserve what they get. They deserve what they get, and I tell you what, they're going to get it if they don't stand up now.
Absolutely, we're doing a lot, as much as we can to raise awareness.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and they have a real big problem because they did not anticipate the scale of awareness of this vaccine and the resistance to it all over the world that they're now getting.
Good to hear that. I just want to know, from my own personal experience, I have memories of a past life where we used to consume energy in a different way. I was just wondering, reading or listening to one of your lectures, and you mentioned a time when when energies were withdrawn from the Earth during the Atlantean era, which caused us to start using or consuming food, and how maybe we are potentially moving towards a stage where we no longer use energy in an inefficient way through consuming it, and also the law of the wild. That's something that has stuck with me and that I've got sort of memories from somewhere else.
Well,
what is that?
You see, again, you know, when this new book comes out, because books are very important, because in a book you can connect dots over a great area that you can't in talks unless you talk for days. You can't interviews unless you talk for days, and all the rest of it. So I'm going to bring it out with that, but I've understood how they hack the system and how they hack the system created the world that you're talking about. Because we are not experiencing the scale of energetic potential that should be there. People who are new to this, they see space between you and me, an empty space between me and the chair, when what is really there is energy. It's the ocean. We're like fish swimming in the sea. And interestingly, someone said to me once, you know, how do you change everything? Well, how do you change every fish? You change the ocean, right? What they've done is hacked into this system, and they've changed the ocean within the firewalled sense of perception. They've changed the ocean. They've limited the potential that is normally within the energy that we operate in, the sea, the ocean, the energetic sea. And what used to happen is that we used to get sustenance from the ocean, from the energy that we are existing within. And this interaction used to give us sustenance in everything we needed. When and what does that mean? No one has to kill anyone to survive. The lion doesn't have to kill the wildebeest because it's getting energy in at that point before the hack from the sea that it's existing in. What happened after what I call the schism, and I know so much about this now. I'm really something's feeding me information at the moment, and I'm on such a, oh my God, that's how they do it, right? But the schism.